folks, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the great responses for my last 3D printing video. If you have not seen that video, go back and see that video link in the description box. And if you want to learn more tips to earn money, which most of us want, don't forget to press the subscribe button and share your views about the video in the comments section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Continuing on our previous video about making money, let's know some other ways to make some money. Once you have mastered the art of 3D printing, it is only natural to wonder if you can make money from it. After all, who would not want to share and financially benefit from their creations? If you own a 3D printer, you may not be using it to the fullest potential. The occasional knick-knack might not be its fullest potential. 3D printers are powerful manufacturers that have the ability to rapidly prototype physical models. These can save companies thousands of dollars and weeks of time in the development phase. This article aims to show how you can turn your hobby into a fully fledged business. Here are some tips on how to monetize your 3D printer. First, stand out, especially if you are in the metropolitan area. There will likely be several 3D printer owners near you. This is why to find a specific niche of 3D printed items to specialize in for a selected customer base, as well as a strategy to reach them, is important. From our experience, those who take the approach of we can print anything end up getting less work than those who take a more focused approach at a specific niche. Find areas for a different niche below. Second, prototypes and marketing samples. This makes up almost a quarter of all global 3D printing. Even a simple desktop-based 3D printer allows you to create visually appealing and durable parts very suitable for professional use. If you are looking to create functional prototypes, you want to, ensure your printer is capable of printing high-strength and high-temperature materials like ABS, PETG, nylon, polycarbonate, or other specialty materials. These generally require a heated bed and a hot end capable of up to 280 degrees Celsius. This empowers you to create prototypes and marketing samples for businesses who prefer an expert taking care of the job rather than doing it in-house, which can cost them tens of thousands. So you can make extra fees right from your desk at home or even at your full-time job with small footprint machines. You can also set yourself apart by choosing a printer that is capable of large build volumes. Traditionally, the majority of desktop machines print within an 8x8x8 space, so getting a machine that can print larger than this can give you a leg up. Third, scale models and toys. The second largest application area of 3D printing globally is scale models and toys. Fans and hobbyists have a great demand for custom and unique parts, so if you can offer these for a good budget and a good price, you are likely to acquire a good amount of customers. A targeted approach to areas such as board games, train or car models are a new growing area, and so is parts for drones, especially drone parts. They are very expensive. Fourth, art, design, and fashion. About 5 to 8% of all 3D printing is done for artistic purposes. So if you are a proficient 3D modeler, profile yourself as an artist, product or fashion designer, and sell both your printable models and 3D printed items. Some printers excel at creating high-detailed objects, while others are fantastic for flexible fashion items such as accessories, apparel, belts, and shoes. You can create clothing or you can create art. Your choice. Fifth, spare parts. Many industries had once thriving company products that are no longer in existence at all, or are just discontinued. This means there are no longer a direct source for replacement parts. This is especially evident in areas such as the automotive industry. You just can't go to your local Chevy dealership to get many spare parts for, a 1964 El Camino, for example. That's a very specific example, I get it, but you can print them. Now the point comes where to find your customers. There are a few ways. And the first one is freelancing platforms. On websites such as Guru, 1.5 million users, Freelancer with 17 million users, Outsourcing, and Upwork, 17 million users as well, are able to connect to businesses who will hire you to do 3D printing services. Overall, they are more oriented to professional research and development services, so you need to have a decent know-how about the design and engineering side of your work to be valuable to customers. Sometimes you will be asked to sign a legal non-disclosure agreement, so having a 2D printer as well as a scanner is also a valuable asset if you haven't already purchased that. These platforms are very simple in use and are great to establish long-term relationships with clients. The disadvantage is that you are restricted to communicating over the platform, and there is a fee involved for each payment. 3D printing bureaus, large agencies such as Materialize and Shapeway have a pool of designers that create 3D models for their customers. Through forums and emails, you can come into contact with potential clients that often will pay well for high-quality models and prints. Shapeways is also possible to elaborately set up your own shop for selling your 3D models and even make them customizable for the customer. This is great for applications requiring high visual details such as jewelry, scale models, figurines, sculptures, and fashion accessories like earrings. Next is 3D printer hubs. Enlist your 3D printer as directly available on platforms such as 3D Hubs, TreatStock, and Make XYZ. After you set up your profile page, you can enter all the details of your 3D printer, including your filaments, and customers will be able to place an order. Price settings on 3D Hubs are especially extensive as you can set pricing per material volume, but also for additional features such as detail level and build volume. TreatStock and Make XYZ also enable you to set up a shop for 3D models and finished prints. These platforms are a great way to attract your very first customers, and the only cost is a small percentage of each sale. That way, if you and your printer aren't making money, well, it won't cost you anything except the setup fee. 3D model marketplaces. Websites for selling 3D printable models are CG Traders, Pinship, My Mini Factory, Colts 3D, Turbo Squid, and Screen Market. These allow you to upload and present your products in several formats and set a price that, in some cases, is negotiable. Some platforms will only allow you to share your models for free, but this can offer an opportunity for extra exposure. You can base your Monetize work on existing models, such as from Grayboard or Thingy Universe, but make sure that you are not violating the creative license and ideally obtain written consent from the model owners. Some websites offer design contests and 3D modeling assignments as well if you want to make some extra income. And if you are into 3D scanning, you can make money easily. Join My Mini Factory's Scan the World initiative and derive a small fee per scanned object. They're trying to scan everything in the world to build a database. Next up is art marketplaces. The largest marketplace to sell your personally created goods is Etsy. So you can easily create your customized shop and start making money. This is a great platform if you have an item you can design yourself and you want to sell the 3D printed item online. We have seen many stores having success with items such as lampshades, keychains, earrings. However, there is a downside, and that is that Etsy takes a small fee per sold item, and it is a very, very competitive marketplace. So you have to keep your margins very low. Alternatively, you can avoid this by going to eBay or Bonanza. Next up is Kickstarter Platforms. You need a great new product idea to start a small business. Through Kickstarter, since you are going to need to attract backers, but even for simple products, these are great platforms to get your ideas to a sizable marketplace and start generating revenue. Reaching out to other startups with their 3D printing services is a good idea as well, since having a prototype is now a bona fide requirement for every Kickstarter campaign. You will not receive money if your idea isn't real. Simple as that. As more and more businesses are making innovation and design central to their endeavors and seeing their turnover amp up accordingly, now is the time that they are starting to integrate 3D printing in their workflows. So, increasingly, small artists, designers, and entrepreneurs will be able to make a profit by working with 3D printers. Well, that's all for today. Stay tuned for videos on our channel next week, and don't forget to press the like button below.